Mambo, 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 mambo. Way. Am I gonna get copy strike for this? I hope not. Mambo. 味見も舐める。明日なくなる。ダララー。ダラダンダンダンダン。ダラダラダンダンダンダン。Oh. Oh. Yes, we continue, of course, what we were doing yesterday. However, music's really loud. However, I do kind of need to find a rendering quality control here. This one's fine, actually. Not too bad. But while we're using the system, I might as well use it to its fullest here. We're not looking for any complicated, of course. In fact, something like this might actually be worth trying. Where we purposefully make lines rough or whatever. It might be able to show us a different side of everything. Mambo, 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 mambo. Hachimi, 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 Hachimi. What the? Where is this show? What? What? Is it? Okay, so the algorithm must have merged it to the main block here, but I don't see it at all. Interesting. I'm not really. Why do I have two of these? With and without shoes. God damn it. Yeah. What? Nice Hachimi this. Before the next non-Hachimi song starts. Okay. Oh wow, okay. Some weird nonsense going on with this canvas still. I want to tie down the line width here. I think that's the main thing that we kind of want to tie. I think we pretty much know how rough things can be, which is very rough. In fact. However, the line quality is interesting because while we do like rough setups, I think the one thing that cannot be rough is the silhouette, like the sort of main silhouette of every single shape. So every single material, so outermost line should be tight and clean, because that's kind of the pattern that I noticed in a lot of these sort of rendering that I found. So despite the line maybe not being the cleanest, the most sort of smoothest, or the most sort of the longest, that kind of stuff, you can see very clear joints and very clear breaks. But the edge itself remains very clean. But within the shape itself, it could potentially be very rough. I don't have a direct example at this point, but something like this, where the inside has like very noisy textures and etc, etc. So I think that's kind of the vibe, but then the width of that line is what I tend to mess up on, because when you're in the lining stage, there's a tendency, I have a very strong tendency to make the lines really thick. But I'm sure like most of these in the line, if you just take out the colors and turn it into black and white again, or rather just like a sketch, just the line art is not gonna be as thick as I am used to seeing. None, huh? This definitely needs a lot of refinement here if I'm not able to find what I want to find here. Or maybe I'm staring at it and I'm just not noticing. Surely this artist, wow, only have feet here? Okay. I might actually have to go around some of these artists and bookmark a few more things. I didn't follow them. I don't know if that's because they do not safe for work. But we've really seen a lot and we're not really... This actually is pretty fire. Like the colors are very fire. Let me bookmark a few more things so the next run of the scripts is gonna poop. Oh yeah, I better mute my shit before it gets very spooky. Wow, the colors are so interesting. Let's bookmark a few more things. Oh, you know what I should do? I should add the color choice as well. This narrows it down a little bit. This might be render quality for wings, I think. Let me pull this real quick. Gotta be careful with the grouping, but that's not too big of a concern at this point. Grouping shouldn't be a problem. Okay, just a rough idea, I think. I don't have anything concrete to go off of. I think that's fine. We'll just give it a try then. Yeah, keep shapes clean, keep lines decently thin. And then we can deal with, I need to do a quick study of the wings here. Oops. I need my layer. This is just to get an idea for the shapes of the wings, and also just to loosen up here. Oh wow, my autopilot is not very good today. Not yet. So main line 2. Check, check, check. Yeah, it really depends on the.まあ悪くないんじゃないかな。ちょっと待てい。これぐらいかな。 Yeah, no line, so we just pause on this. So just hang on to this. Just a take over at the end. Sequence. That's fine. Just main control. Fine. So let's say main. Put a hand on it. By its block, where its primitive basically block. That's a bit unnatural, I would say, with the setup here. Clearly trying to show the armpits and the body here, but no shame. I will attempt to fix the face one last time because the vibes are not right. This one is not also not necessarily the best either. I think I have a sketch in my sketchbook here that like very unlikely that. Yeah, no, this is a different key. Huh? Yeah, okay. May morning here, I'm not sure. I don't think I can change it too much anyway. Rendering. Alright, let's see. Just give me a square, bro. Let's see. Oh, you know what I should do? Hang on, I know there's a different version of this one. Did I set it up correctly? It should be here. Oh yeah, there it is. There should be more here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Please. What? とりあえずこれにしようかな。 I'm not sure. I guess we just go with this. What is this? Second one. Alright, we can clear this sequence, and then we're gonna go. Did I just? Yeah, it doesn't work. Cool. Okay, line art plays. What am I gonna do? Solid lines would be nice. Would be nice. Let me check real quick. Only problem, this is still kind of a little bit crispy from the texture, but I also kind of like the texture. Let me... What is this? Oh, this is literally built for this. Here. Let me check texture to 0. Okay, let's roll with this for now. Yeah, like this one here, this sketch here is very, very dense. The lines are very dense and very big and very wide. We need something a lot less than that, so that the colors can kind of take charge when the colors do go in. Like this, like there's no lines here almost. Holy shit. What? Probably just colored the way after it's done. So you have to be so thin though, regardless. We do what we can. Yeah, we'll do what we can. This should allow the colors to take over if I do line width 8. The original has a bit more of a presence, but we can deal with that if we have to, just by painting over it. So I'm gonna go with this for now. And let's organize the layers real quick. Junk. Line is necessary, so I'm gonna do it like this for now. 1, 2. これはめめ Okay, okay. Just kind of junk is what I got out of here. I don't need this for now. I don't need that for now. I just want the body lines. It's just over here. Okay. Line? Check. Alright, let's ball. I don't know where the night goes. Copy down the Firefox. Okay. Probably. Oh, where's my... tip and then up, and then I'm gonna take the golden one. It's very boring lines, is it not? I'll check for skill afterwards. I think I'm trying to make it a bit longer, the fingers. Danger of doing it here without the rough is I'm gonna go overboard again. Yarisugi. Long fingers, big hands. Big hands. Wait, hang on. Yeah, way too big. Even the original is kind of big. I might have to make forearm longer. To make the fingers a little bit shorter, make forearm a little bit longer. That ought to do it. Wait a second. Naruhodo Nei, but I don't have to be the exact same size. It's fine. I'm gonna lower this entire step. I need to redraw the hand, I imagine. Blocking eyebrows acceptable. Okay. Overall balance change, I'm gonna expect the checks to fail again, I think. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Let's go. Yeah, not so sure about that. But the original arm is definitely too short. I just never checked it. Yeah, there's a danger of that happening. I think. However, unlikely. I don't know. Because the target is here. I think it's about there, regardless. Let me see. So, both unfit. I can push it a little further if we need to, but I'm not sure if that's a need. I'm gonna pull this a little bit longer. This target is a bit higher. We need to break both sides. So let's break this down. Down. Overdoing it? Yes, sir. More aggressive. Okay. Oh, but nails kind of bring in an interesting dimension here because the hands are not normal colored. I guess we'll find out. Guess we will find out. The distinct lack of wrist. Thumbs? Even on the thumb side, there's a bump. Where is that bump? Right after it. I think. Alright, good enough for us, I think. Alright, we need to get the rest here. Not bad. Oh, okay, here. Broski, what am I supposed to do here? It's like, get in lines, bro. Oh, God damn it. Oh my god, it's a skill check of the day. Holy shit, I'm not warmed up enough for this curve. What, bro? Oh my god. It's impossible. It wasn't better, was it? Not really actually bad. Yeah, the original is actually better now. Dang it. なるほどね。いいね。これ。Wow, hello, DTV. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I've heard. No tracking information. Well, maybe you can try Wall Street Bets. There's a guy there who turned 10K into $3.8 million and then turned it back into $1.5 million. So, good shit, I guess. I see. It is a bit of a problem. Gerb. I see a lot of losses. Ah, man. I've been looking at other stocks as well as lately as well. Because like, you know, now's like a great time, right? Because of how volatile everything is. Or rather now, I guess it's already kind of over. Maybe not. Depends on who you ask, I suppose. Always opportunities out there. I get that like Wall Street Bets is other people that won, you know? Pretty rare, right? Small minority. But at the same time, it's also kind of comforting to see that even despite like this 2017, 2021, now 2025, 2026, there's always opportunity apparently for something to, I guess everyone's looking for the next get rich quick thing. So when something shows a little sign, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy and then something just runs. Always another chance. Or polymarket bets, I suppose. Look at all this fun ways to lose money. Oh my god, dude. Look at me. La-di-da, on my way to put all my money on betting that there's a nuclear war coming. Wow. Truly the greatest pastime of today's generation. No, I have not heard about that. I don't know what that is even. Is that a... Intel's releasing GPU? Interesting, interesting. Let me take a look. There's no Nvidia. It's like what, B300U or something. Wow, okay, so professional workstation GPU based on the Battlemage XE2 architecture announced in March 2026 for AI development, rendering, and content creation. It features 32 GB GDDR6 VRAM. DDR6 now, huh? Well, I don't think I'll be affording anything like that in a while. Although I guess it's only like 949? That doesn't seem very high. Oh, oops, misclick. According to Google... Wait, sorry, is that DDR7 already? I have no idea, like, it feels like... Everything sounds so ridiculous. I mean, up until a while ago, I was using a DDR4. Or was it 3? So... I don't know, man, all these numbers scare me. It's time to act my age and be afraid of numbers. God damn, DDR7. Because I can only imagine like the jump in number represents a factor of power increase or speed increase. Surely. Because otherwise there's no reason to up the number. So that's kind of crazy, dude. I'm like freaking caveman tech over here. I mean, I suppose I don't really have a use for it, but... Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. I want to get the... Did you see anything about it? So that I can have a second GPU for animation rendering. Oh, I see. Honey mucho. Oh my god, stupid strand of hair is gonna kill me. I mean, it's like a very guy, very man thing. Very male kind of thing, isn't there? Isn't it? Like computers, hardware, guns, tanks, military hardware, like rocks even, geology. I bought like a piece of obsidian. Like a literally like $3 tiny ass piece of obsidian. And I just have it, I guess. Like, great. What am I supposed to do with it? I don't know, but I really wanted it, so I bought it. Now I have a piece of obsidian. I don't know if it's my brand of autism or something, but I really like games that lets me mine rocks. I just want to mine rocks too. I don't want to automate it. I just want to mine it. I want to mine it. I don't want a machine to mine it for me. It's so weird. Nah, Minecraft is kind of... Minecraft's not good enough. Minecraft doesn't have the addictiveness to it. Deep Rock Galactic has like really good mining. It makes nice sounds and it's shiny. It has very high contrast sort of rock rendering. So it feels good. Anyways, yeah, I should probably find a group. I also have been thinking about talking to more people about art recently. The jury's still on that one because it does take a while to get me warmed up for human communication. Sapphire. So I don't. Would you make enough money to justify the time? But I guess if it's a hobby, like it's replacing games, right? It's replacing gaming. I guess is what I'm saying. If I really truly enjoy it, I suppose it's gonna make me more money than whatever the hell I'm playing. Like actually Deep Rock Collect. Yeah, video making. Sometimes I dream about making videos and having the content pop off, making enough money to put it into some ETF somewhere, go for a retirement, early retirement, and just fire my way. What a dream. I do game. Yes, I do game. I game stuff like Deep Rock Galactic, where the game itself is not highly committal, right? We're not talking RPG where you have to game for like 100-something hours. It's like 40-something minutes. You can hop in, hop out really quick. Those kind of games are really good. And then Against the Storm, pretty nice game. It's like one of those base building kind of games where you don't really control the people. You kind of tell them what to do and they kind of do it. Those kind of games. Okay, talk about Raven. Just that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I mean, if I want to talk to people who do art, I would just go in the server, right? I don't even need to do any of that. I just usually don't feel like talking is the thing. GTNH? I have not heard of that. I'm looking forward to Iron Nest and oh, GregTech. I've heard of GregTech. I feel like I've heard of it because I used to watch a lot of Minecraft VTubers, especially like the Hermitcraft group. By that I mean I literally only watch Ito and I don't care about anyone else. Like all these mod pack stuff makes things way too complicated, and also they automate all the mining and stuff. I feel like maybe the ones that you're talking about isn't, but like something like Deep Rock Galactic, where it's just very simple mining mechanics, and it's just like a dungeon extraction. It's got all the good. It's got like a good blend of everything for me. Deep Rock Galactic. I see. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of the second name as well. IG Blonde, IGB Lawn. My YouTube nowadays is just YouTube Shorts, honestly. The occasional disaster, aircraft crashing investigation, occasional science videos. Something else? No? Yes? No? I feel like there's something else. I can't remember what else. Yes, I go by a lot. Well, do people just say the entire name like that? I suppose. I figured the whole point of having an abbreviation is so that you don't have to say the whole thing, but that could work, I suppose. That works too. Oh yeah, Internet Historian in the past, good stuff. Internet Historians, good stuff. Casually Explained, good stuff. Advanced Coding Projects, oh man. I haven't really coded anything in a while. Like all my work involves mostly investigation. And then I code a little bit by copy and pasting existing code. My own projects is all Claude. Because there's literally no point in me writing. Well, I don't want to write. I don't like coding that much. Dang, dude. Casually explained. MIT apparently released a study about AI and replacing computer scientist jobs. Apparently, only like 5% of all the jobs that have been lost in the past few years has been due to directly because AI replaced the person. They're saying that it's more likely that because during the COVID season a couple years before, companies kind of overhired and they didn't really want to say the real reason, which is that they overhire and they need to sort of prune the masses a little bit. So they blame it on AI by claiming that AI is increasing productivity so they can fire people, lay people off, while increasing their own stocks because people think they're making more money or something. I don't know. Allegedly, supposedly. I didn't read the paper. I read a Reddit post about the paper. That's how you know I'm well informed. Heavy jazz indeed. I'm lining a lot now. But I come to learn the lines are not really avoidable for the kind of cleanliness I want. We're really being as loose as we can, so I'm gonna have to let it slide, I think. It's a lot of insane strategy to keep certain people working. Inside strategy, yeah. Yeah, makes sense, right? It's not even really a conspiracy, I guess. Like, people do feel the pressure because as a result. I think it makes a lot of sense. Science spots, yeah. I think the general, yeah, it was a hiring freeze, right, for like quite a while. But maybe the reason is not as it was made out to be. Regardless, so I believe that same MIT paper also said something about how they use AI, but they put it in a more realistic environment of like a large code base with a lot of edit history, with a lot of sort of context involved. And the AI only performed like 30%. I don't know what that 30% number is supposed to mean. I saw the the number 30 in there. That's all I remember. Maybe like only 30% of comments actually work. So I know in my workplace people don't really feel it. I don't see people really talking about it or like being worried about it, that kind of stuff. So not sure. But just doing what I do, I think it's impossible for what I'm currently doing to be replaced. There's just way too much context, like that one study. Like half the things in the freaking code base doesn't make sense when you just read the code because you're like, why the hell is it doing it like this? And then you read the freaking ticket, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, this one stupid ass edge case from like 3.5 years ago is gonna break everything if you don't do it like this. Congrats. Like AI is not replacing that, not anytime soon. Gonna cruise for a bit. Yeah, the art problem is a big problem. I can't imagine what it's like, because there are like, I mean, the things that I can feel is like looking at companies that literally lost all their value overnight because of AI. Stuff like Chegg, right? CHEGG, the one place where students used to go and ask for answers on guides on like tuition on like university topics from actual experts and stuff. It's just like the freaking stock price went down to 0. But people were saying like how like if they just changed their name to Chegg.ai or something, they might have made a lot more money. But regardless, That's kind of how the artists feel, I suppose. Um, do not claim to understand, just because I'm not in a similar position. Kind of insane. This world is kind of poo-poo parts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The future is like, I don't know what this future is gonna be like. I guess it's never easy to predict the future, but like, I feel like it's never been this volatile before. I look at all these people, like OpenClaw, I don't know if you are familiar. People using OpenClaw to create projects that makes them thousands of dollars a month in like a couple of days. It's like a sudden flood of all of these kind of things. I'm sure they're just capturing market that was previously uncaptured, but I wonder what this future is gonna look like when any single person has so much computing power and stuff in their hands. Assuming they can tap into it, of course, but you can solve so many problems, but at the same time, everybody kind of has their own, like the same shitty solution that the AI regurgitates or something. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Yeah, I also want an infinite money glitch. Come on, man. Let me get lucky with my trades. Let me get one lucky shot with my trades. Come on, baby. Oh shit, this wing come to the front. All of this is gonna be blocked, no? Oh damn. All that effort for nothing. And for what? Oh no, this wait, hang on. Yeah, it shouldn't be visible. I don't think it should be visible. A lot less guys on how to do this. Microsoft is forming a nice chart right now. Microsoft returned to about like a year ago's price, or maybe slightly lower, and is at the bottom of the channel right now. If the support holds, it could go back up a couple, quite a bit. It's still on a downtrend, but you can make some money if it does hold. As given that it is a downtrend, I suppose maybe there's a chance that it wouldn't. But could be nice. Could be nice. Generational wealth from a gamble. Let's go. Gambling time? Is it gambling time? Sorry, what? Is USD depreciating? November, February. It's not really going anywhere. At least against Canada, I suppose. Oh, I see. $1.43. Dang, Canadian dollars is weaker than Australian dollars too. Fucking Canadian pesos, man. Oh damn, bro. God. No money. Yeah, I don't know about Forex. I remember in the very, very long past, like I wanted to try Forex, and then there was this website where you can kind of like trade, quote unquote. It's like a game, but it's real charts. I only remember making losses. Leverage was fun, kind of fun, I guess, in the game, but. Lamau. Lamau indeed. I guess I'll just take these out if the wings are confirmed. I'm just gonna commit. I don't want to spend too much time thinking. Yeah, actually I remember. I remember wanting to make money off of stock market a couple years ago. Didn't go anywhere, lost some money, and then I was like, kind of depressing. And I stopped looking at it. And I remember feeling happier about my life. Here we are again. Let's go. But if I had kept going, you know, like, and ride the wave up this time around, it would have been a different story. Really do be like that, you know? Even knowing that hindsight is 2020, it's still so easy to look back at like even recent charts and be like, yeah, I was there. I was looking at the chart when oil was at like $70. Then it went to 112. You know, I could have at least put like $50 in it. You know, could have been $100. But I didn't. I mean, of course, Canadian to US dollars also have an exchange rate problem that I didn't want to deal with, but. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yes, why oh why could I not just be rich? My god. Is that so much to ask for 200 million? $20 million. Is it so much to ask? Is it? Maybe we should make more fan art of like the Grok AI's anime persona. Then Daddy Musk is gonna maybe hire you as his personal goon artist. Damn, dude. Imagine that. Yeah, wasn't it rumored that Elon Musk is like a baby fur too? Pretty out there. Oh dang, dude! Look at that. Gotta put that. That's a good accomplishment. It's pretty good. Front page. I guess this is good enough for me. Of course, I did it on the one layer that's overlapping. I hate myself. To a Discord group for it, but I was boring and I left it. Ooh, look at that. Elitist. There's a secret society of front pagers. It's pretty cool though. You know, you went out there, you did something, it got some recognition, and you got something as a result of it. That's pretty cool. That is just peak. What's that? Peak what? Oh my god. Like autonomy is like choice. You know, you did something of your own accord and you got something out of it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I have no idea, man. I wonder all these secret societies. They seem really secretive. Yeah. I have no idea, indeed. Dang. I hope there's one out there that's like real anime Camo Mimi waifu secret society. I hope there's one like that, like where there's actual Camo Mimi people in it. Holy shit. It's okay if I don't get to join. Just let me have that hope. Just let me have that hope, man. That's all I ask for. Camo Mimi is in like the cat Eurus, the animal year Camo Mimi. You know what we do here on this channel, of course. Are you trolling right now? Camo Mimi as in like Kemomimi as in the Japanese word for kemono and years. So this is animal. As in like literally we draw on the channel. Well, I mean, calling them furries would... You probably get bashed by both sides. One side doesn't want to get associated with furries. The other side doesn't recognize this as furries at all. Because, you know, you're still human-based. There's like the whole scale, right? Of what makes a furry a furry. Actually, the place where I draw the line is also kind of not... I think not necessarily that recognized, especially not by Western furries, I think. Because the place I draw the line is like you have ears, but human colored skin. That's human. But then the moment the skin changes color, that is furry for me. You don't need to go like all animal-like. You don't have to go more what they call anthropomorphic. Yeah, no, I don't mean like a secret society for furries. I mean like a secret society of actual people with animal ears. You know? An actual secret society of like freaking real furries, if you will. not people who are fans of it. Let a man dream. Let a brother dream. I have a dream. Probably insensitive to make a joke about that, but anyways,だよな。ここら辺はどうしようかにゃ。これも見えないんでしょ? God damn it. Stupid ass. I have so many layers and I still mess it up. Big smart. What? Is that right? That is very creepy indeed. Just had to sign back in. Wow, okay. Are you sure you signed in on the right browser? You gotta check the browser, check the SSL, check all the security, make sure it's not a spoof site. Because the timing is just a little bit too convenient. Get all paranoid about this situation. If there's one time to be paranoid, it is now. Oh, right. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Why would you get locked out when you're actively using your account? That is kind of sus. Like, how in the... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This brother can dream. I can dream. I can sleep soundly tonight knowing that there is a secret society of furries out there. Like, actual camel mimi. Not furries, actually. I want camel mimis, please. I still want human anatomy. Thank you very much. Yeah, if I may be as what's the phrasing again? Anyways. I mean, if you're feeling spooked out, you should check the security thingy in the Google accounts. It tells you where you're logged in and where you're not logged in. And then you can purge all the other accounts that you don't want to have logged in. I do that sometimes. I just go around and I'm just gonna look at it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but as a kid I had like a Hotmail. And apparently that Hotmail has always been compromised. I just never knew. And it's always like for like a good couple of years, like this was like 15 years or 20 years ago or something. But for like a good couple of years, it was sending phishing email to all my friends when I was actively talking to them every day. But no one ever said anything. Like, why would you not tell me that my email is sending you weird shit? Do they think I'm a weird dude? Fuck me, dude. I found out like a whole decade and a half later that my email has always been compromised. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been sending them shit like this for how long? And no one said anything, dude? What? God damn, bro. This is the kind of like cringe nightmares you get. It's like, oh shit, I shit my pants in front of all my friends. No, like they think I'm a weirdo that sends them weird phishing emails every so often. It's like, aha, this guy is trying to become like a IT security guy or something. He's like, fuck me, bro. Like, what the heck, dude? I gotta ask if I remember if I ever see them again. I'd be like, why the? Do you guys remember this? Like, what? Yeah, maybe I was the one sending it, and I just don't know. God damn, maybe I'm still doing it, and I still don't know. I can be talking about it actively, I still wouldn't know. Maybe they were phishing. They don't like it. But I can see it though, I can see it. I mean, there's a lot of dangerous words lying together, maybe. Secret society sleeper agent for sending phishing emails. Like, that is a... that maybe triggers a couple of warnings on YouTube side. On their filters, perhaps. Especially with the current geopolitical tensions. Man. I can't imagine like what kind of crazy shit, you know, goes on. I wouldn't want to know. I don't want to know, but like yeah, kind of crazy. The world be crazy, bro. Oh my god. What are you doing, Stat, bro? What? Oh, Visual Studio Code. Sorry, VS Code, not Visual Studio Code. I don't really want to block that. You know what? It doesn't make sense for the tail to be in front, but I am going to allow it. Damn, I don't know what a code DOS, code OSS is. Right, I just write everything in Markdown, no matter what I use. By that I just mean like I have like hashes for titles, and like indents and dashes for bullet points, but that's it. I don't really use pretty much anything else. If I do it for work, I'll make some nice links, so my manager can click around and tell me that it doesn't work. Fuck me, bro. Every time I do it, it doesn't work. Son of a... all that effort and it doesn't work. God damn, every time. FOSS source. I don't even know what that is. I guess it's like you build it from source, from a specific distributor. I don't know if I'm using the words right. Free open source software. Oh dang, dude. I should know that. You know, like I am software, right? But like not being really interested in software really does show in a lot of cases. It's like I don't really know how things are set up properly. Like for the longest time, I even now I still don't really know what a 2-chain is. Because my upbringing is computer engineering and we don't really do a lot of software stuff. Not directly. And as a result, a lot of the stuff it's just kind of people just assume you know, so no one ever explains it to you, and I don't really need to explain it to anyone else, so I don't really need to know exactly what it is. So it's just this weird limbo of like knowing but not knowing. Yeah. I'm not a really good person to judge off of though, because yeah, we're not very maybe I don't know. It is a software job, but it's not necessarily the same kind of software that you might think about when you're thinking of like software devs. Because software devs to me feels very much like Magnificent Seven, Fang kind of Silicon Valley vibe. Kind of dude. We're not really like that at all. Not in terms of operational methodology, not in terms of the latest and hottest tech, right? We use software to deliver solutions, but then we don't quite operate at the same level of rigorousness, I suppose. And as a result, I think there's a huge gap between the sort of actual tech bro versus like our tech bro, which is not really a tech bro in my opinion. Yeah, we're kind of I cannot see shit. Okay. I guess I'll find out what happens to the back hair later. I cannot see anything right now. I'm gonna leave it. Let me clean out my Wingles. Faye, you little shit. What is this line here? I guess it's just a weird artifact of my art. Gotta get good, man. Gotta get good. Gotta go through and tag like 5 bajillion pictures. Get good. Oh, different layer again. Of course it is. Oh, wait a second. That is underneath. So the code stops where? Let's just stop it here, I guess. Yeah, it's I'm still kind of floating around like different sort of workflows, right? I would love to have a workflow where we don't even need line art, where we just kind of go into color. And then we only put lines whenever we need them, right? Which is the best. Because you only really want to demand attention where you want the attention to be. I think that makes perfect sense, except I can't do it. I'm not sure. Let me take a look at the name. I get what you're trying to say. But I don't know if I've seen this artist. I don't think I have. It's definitely not a style I like, though. I have to say. There's something about it. I'm not sure what yet. might just be the level of render. Right, it's not so much about the sort of process and technique. It's just that in the heat of the moment, in the process, I can't hold myself steady, because without lines to keep me in check, my mind starts to panic, because it sees shape, and the demand on the mind is to try to get clean ideas out of it. I just cannot visualize, because the shape only shows you the silhouette. It doesn't show you the insides of it. And without the insides of it, I just start panicking, because I feel like I'm not ready. I feel like I can't do this. So it's just a uphill battle constantly. I think eventually we will be able to do it. It'll just come from a lot of practicing of having lines and rendering and going through that process many times, to the point where I can just see it already. I think that's how it will eventually go for me. But until then, I think I can't quite decouple from lines just yet. And to some extent, I don't really have to. I mean, we can just keep lines too. That's also fine, right? That's also completely valid. It just doesn't feel very efficient, because you have to kind of do this. But then if your lines, if it's just part of your style, I suppose it is inevitable. You cannot avoid it anyways. Yes, it definitely is a thing you can train. But that's the thing, because I don't really know if I like styles that doesn't have lines either. I just think of it as like an efficiency point of view, right? But it all comes down to whether if I want it or not in the final, which I do not know, which is the main problem, because not knowing what I want is the biggest problem. Not knowing in terms of render quality, not knowing in terms of direction at this stage as well. It's pretty crippling. Which is why I don't know if you have seen this yet, but like I spent a couple weeks before, right, sorting this thing out. So this is like oh my god, it's lagging. This is the analysis engine. This place is meant to allow you to objectively sort of analyze art by sorting things out in a specific way. For example, like this achromatic ratio, we can do hue accent like this, and it will show you this sort of nice distribution of colors. Also, I cannot view chat when I'm in this mode, but and then using this, I'm currently sort of basically tagging them based on like, let's say render, right? Stuff that so all of these 5,700 images are bookmarks that I've collected over the past 5 years. And then within them, I'm sure there were some that was favorited precisely because of render quality. So I'm trying to go through and figure it out. And then hopefully using enough data points, I can figure out that, hey, actually, I like stuff like this. Stop getting confused. Just do this. That's kind of the whole idea of this project. This is on my personal Git. This thing, I almost didn't code a single line, I think. It's all Claude. Like, this render is really good. I like this render. Up close, I don't like it, but up, like, as a whole, I like it. So yeah, all this dilemma, once I have enough data points, it will no longer be a problem, because I will be like, okay, I know it's not gonna look that good when I zoom in, for whatever reason, which we can fix later, but I know this overall effect I do like. So somehow we need to work towards this. That is the goal. Same thing for colors. Not at this point in time. Yes, all the images are pulled local from local. So everything is it's not designed to work as a site at this point. Everything behind the scenes is pretty manual. You have to manually grab all the images. Actually, for the image grabbing stuff, it's in the server. It was part of last year's project. No, part of last year's communication about the people getting afraid that artists are gonna leave X because of Elon Musk making it easy for people to edit images with AI or something. Blah blah blah. Blah. And then I was digging through the code to figure out how you can essentially download images from Twitter autonomously. But it's slightly dangerous because it's just an automation script. So it still requires you to use a browser. And it's going to download stuff through your account directly, right? Because that's how you're getting your own bookmarks. Either way, you have to authenticate. But I've used it a couple of times. It's pretty well rate limited. It shouldn't get you blacklisted. I haven't gotten blacklisted. I think. I guess I wouldn't know, but account's still usable, I suppose. We're okay. I'm just going. So that being said, though, I don't know if the project will ever be public, though. The one that we were just talking about. As of right now, there are no plans on making it public. Yes, I imagine, yeah, it would be nice to have a copy. Yeah, we'll see, I guess, in the future. I currently have no plans on making it public. Where is this layer? Yeah, I'm gonna have to commit the lines, huh? I don't want to keep too many open things here. Where is that line behind, bro? Oh, it's here. Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to distribute it at all. Currently, it is pretty much done. It is pretty much done. It has some improvements here and there. Once in a while, as I use it on stream and as I try to figure out what to do with it. As it is right now, it isn't very useful. Because it's missing the core stuff. Like the scripts here, there is a lot of it, but none of them work very well. For what its intended purposes is not very effective at doing so, because art as a whole, the perception of it is quite different from the computer math of it. So the script needs to account for this intuition, which I don't have time to sort of pin down just yet. And it's gonna be different per person. It's gonna be different per data set as well. So it's a. Yeah, I get your sentiment, ETB. We can appreciate mine. I don't think I'll be releasing it. Not anytime soon, for sure. Strands against the flow. Up, yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm missing some stuff here. Silhouette is gonna be here. This is extra stuff on top. Check will be here. The end will be abrupt right now. That's fine. Is that in front or behind? That's in front. Let's pull down. Sorry, what is this? Ready? Next. Looks fine. Alright, I'm still missing a lot of lines here. That is clean, right? This part is not yet, that's fine, this is fine. This part is fine. Push down and pull. What is this? Main line, okay. And the wing lines. Don't need this anymore. I need to bring that in. And also the back sequence for that. Oh, it's almost not visible. I'll take it anyways. Let's just take it. And then this side. Yeah, no, like it wouldn't help, cause the layers are all hair. They're just different sections of hair, but I'm not keeping it very strict, as in like where I'm painting what on which layer. So I still have to do that thing anyways. Is that even anything there? Anyways, you're right. So I need just need a bit more at the bottom. I need to figure out this part. This part is always a pain, yes, because it changes her vibe a lot depending on how that goes. Sorry, what is this layer? Did I just make this? I think I did. I don't need this. I don't need this either. Just take over now. It would be smart to do the back only when I start coloring. I just figured that out later. Just do that. So this part here, those are kind of okay. I'm not sure this part here. I might have more hair on the hands, perhaps. Again, this doesn't make any sense in terms of setup. Don't know why she would have the hair on the hand like that, but... Right, I need more overlaps here. Let's decide on the main grouping first. But then the main key is different. Okay, let me check. Eyes being blue? With this thing. What's the color of the eyes again? Oh, it's red. Oh, is this the only thing? No, I'm just gonna push them. Okay. Oh man, what do I do here? I can never decide if it's meant to be short or long. Because it changes depending on the angle that I draw her. Original design called for short, and then afterwards it got merged into with the side bangs and became long. But then it depends on the angle. Okay, let's do short, I think. I don't have the other stuff pulled up. I'm just gonna go for it. I need to end this first. No, I can just go this way or something. Well, I suppose that is a good way to see it, actually. It's usually not valid in anime just because if you change the hair, it becomes a different character half the time. But I would like all my characters, and they should already be like that. But they changing hairstyle, changing clothing, changing even the style of the face and eyes and all that shouldn't make the character harder to recognize. They should always be the same character regardless. Because I do want to change the clothing, I do want to change the hairstyle, and I'm not consistent with my own art style and proportions. So if that cannot be done, it's a big problem. It's a bit too cheerful in this piece as well. I guess it's a yearning inside of me to see them happy, even though none of their design is meant to be like this. Don't really know what the hair is doing. It's just like Cyberpunk 2077, I think. The wrong city, wrong place, wrong time, wrong people kind of thing. It's just never meant to be. It never will be. But in these pieces, I don't really need to be confined to a backstory that has yet to be fleshed out and confirmed as well. So, well, at least for her, it is confirmed though. I'm done with that. I don't know how I want to end it, that's the thing. Alright. God damn it, this stupid ass. Sure, right? But like those shorts are. I want higher. I want even shorter up top. Or maybe this. Okay. So I just delete the sequence that I have here with the lines here. I'm gonna reset. God damn, it's already 12? I didn't intend for lines to be that clean. I also don't really feel like I'm spending that much time to get lines really clean. But still, here we are. God damn. I need to ignore these two lines in particular, I think, are kind of causing me issues. I'm gonna just pull them out. Oops. Yes, thank you, DTV. I think it looks nice too. Yeah. Sounded like I needed convincing. I just wanted to check because nice could mean a lot of different things. Oh, so I forgot the cross. No wonder. I forgot this sequence here. This one that's really important because it sets her design up. But then also kind of has kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know where this strand should go here. I'm just gonna have it poke out a lot here. It will have to go across the armpits here, I think. This got a lot busier because I forgot about this. I should have gone in first. It is what it is. I also don't really want it to be this hard though. Everything else is very flowy. This is a little bit too much of a counter in the opposite direction here. I don't want to block the eyes. I want to have minimal impact on the face as well, if possible. But that's not possible. It has to be somewhere. I mean, the original design wasn't that long. In fact, being short was the design. Okay, I have some problems here to deal with. Yeah, it's meant to be short. I mean, if it's short, then it becomes a little bit easier to accept that it's kind of just going against the grain here. It's gotten noisy enough that it doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Not okay. Okay, not okay. Leave it. Then the side. Yeah, okay, I went for short there too. Okay, interesting. I don't like this. I can feel the state of mind transit over to when I usually get stuck. It's the same sequence here. Don't like that. I do want to get rid of this one line here. Right, yeah. I could, I guess. It's just that it's the last thing left. There's not much else to do, I think. Hair in the eye or no? This kind of works. Where's the stuff that I cut out? Oh yeah, it's here again. Okay, I don't need this anymore then. I don't want this. I need a little bit more of something here. Oh, do I? Yeah, I don't. Because this implies win, this does not. It's a bit of a disconnect. I can also cancel this one and bring it down instead. I have to be a little bit more gentle. Let's be a little bit more gentle with that. Just need to take this out right now. This is that, right? But this sequence here, this part, I'm just gonna pull it out. Yoink, put it here, bring them together, hold it. Actually, let's hold this guy together. Oh, right, it's not the same layer. Yeah. A bit awkward, but I need to cut this out. This is a hole. This is a here. Merge. These guys I want. I just need a little bit more here. Usual setup is, I believe... Yes, thank you. Flip the canvas. Yeah, am I just drawing the same thing? Oh, what was it again? Right, yeah, it's literally the same thing. So am I blocking this part or no? Yeah, it's kind of YOLO. It's just a weird balance of details because there's nothing here and here. Of course, the rendering is going to take over here, ideally. But I need to suggest enough curve here, I think. What is my block in here? What? I think it's fine. I don't think anyone's going to look at it. I think the overall vibes of it, I just kept it round. Which I'm not sure if it's kind of very round though. I do like it round. But being a little bit like more like this might be a little bit better. But it's okay. You don't have to I can't counter the other side actually. Maybe I can cut this in. But it's more of a front view anyways. I think this is fine. Oh, so that's a problem with drawing it sideways. I'm not sure if I implied the things correctly. Yeah, that's fine. Missing that for block in. Wait for block in. Is the map here correct? Kinda. I need to account for this. This part might require a bit of cleanup, but everything else should be fine. It should be good. Fingers are not the cleanest or most elegant here. So front and back. Front and back. Ears are kind of floating right now. So this size might be way longer, but it's fine. Let's check this here. This is here. Base is here, right? I'm gonna use base. This part. Ah, never mind then. Shenanigans with the clipping mask. Not gonna bother. Gonna put this here. Lock it up. So I don't want to be too particular with which strangles where. Some of them are consistent. Some of them are just kind of like, like, is this meant to be part of this group, or is this group only this, and then this just kind of disappears? I think I'll just ignore that. There's a lot of time to figure that out in render here. This is kind of empty, but I guess it's fine. I'm gonna double up this line here. Oh, but it might be a bit too repetitive. It's not enough emphasis on the silhouette on the entire thing along the outlines, but I don't know if I want that. There's a problem with not knowing where the final render is supposed to be. Yeah, but it's kind of a weird thing that I'm placing so much emphasis on finding a reference for something I should just try and feel for. Right, but I'm only doing it because I kind of lost the ability to do it properly. It is what it is. Okay. This is check. I need to clean up the face, yes, and other hair. Okay. So main line as well as hairline. And then face line like this. The side ones first, right? So I could put in the fins on the side first if I want that. Probably not. Not necessarily. So these are roughs that I don't need anymore. And below, because I do not need anymore. Let's do big block ends first. We did a study of this before. I'm just gonna grab the colors this time. Save some time here. Square. Oh, but yeah, I see what I'm implying. This would have been put higher. Character block in. Do red counter this. Very visible. This is fine. I'm gonna keep it fast and loose if possible here. I still want to stay within bounds. Based off of what I said earlier when I stream started, I think. Right. Which is that I think I want to keep the silhouettes clean, but then inside the shapes can be messier and whatnot. So I probably will just end up being clean again. No reason why I'm not using Paint Bucket, by the way. I just think this is fun. This is probably like the only part that's kind of fun, along with post-processing effects at the end. Uh-huh. No, I just talked to myself. It's just streamer, right? Like I should talk about what I'm thinking about. I kind of hate it. Like I really don't like you know, if things can be shown with action, you should show with action rather than with words. But then at the same time, if that's all I'm doing, then the stream becomes really, really dead. And of course, it's a lot easier to do with words than with actions, which is kind of why I don't like it in the first place. But sometimes you kind of have to talk things out, plan things out before you full commit into something. So I don't know, man. Like after stream started, I find myself being really talkative. The talking points just keep expanding over and like continuously. I would like to think that at least I'm still aware of the fact that it's happening. But even then, as I realize if talking to my friends, it's kind of hard to stop. Just kind of keep going. Is that right? I don't know. I don't have any evidence of that happening at this point. If anything, you know, I tend to be more negative with some of the things I say as well. Like being really sarcastic and saying art is really fun. Maybe that's not the best, but either way though, I'm not gonna give myself any credit because there's no need to, I guess. We're doing this regardless. If I gain something out of it, I do. If I give myself too much credit and we don't gain anything else out of it, then I just become all talk and no work. So I don't want that. Yeah, no need to get credit from the talking. I think that's fine. Get stuff out of the action. Australian. I think I would be really hyped if I ever go to Australia because I really like the accent. If you're like fucking Disneyland, walking around like just downtown or something. Wow, my god, what the fuck, bro? They all sound like that. Holy shit. Ain't no fucking zoo. Australian accent up there, 100%. Like, maybe top. It's definitely top 3, I would say. I don't know if it's like what else would be on top of it right now. I do British accents a lot. Not that I'm very good, of course, but like also not necessarily because I like it. It's just kind of a low-hanging fruit. That makes sense. Go to church, huh? What brings you to church? I don't know, your accent? I want to hear your accents. Oh, like, okay. Talk to me, father. I think just everyday life is pretty good already. Like once in a while my YouTube shorts has like a couple Australians that come on. There's like that one dude that makes really ridiculous, like it's like what happens when you're trapped on a tree with like a tiger below or something. You're supposed to drop down and give it a suplex. I never remember the name, but is that right? I guess there's only like a couple of cities, like despite the massive amount of landmass. What scares me about Australia is the fact that there's only one undersea cable connecting it to the rest of the entire world. You know, like one cable. Then the second thing would be the bugs, of course. That would be the second thing. Number one thing is the cables. It'd be nice to have a couple more cables. Is that right? Sounds like some kind of rivalry going on there. I know a couple of Japanese people in Australia. They're doing exchange programs. Pretty cool. State of origin? Like search up the phrase state of origin? Oh, interesting. Annual best of 3 Australian Rugby League. Competition between the New South Wales Blues and the Queenslander. Wait, hang on. What's his name? Something Joey's, I think. Oh, it's called State of Origin. Wow, okay. It's like the NFL. Also, where is it under Australia population? 27.7 million. Is that more than Canada? Canada? Okay, it's 41.5. So it's almost, it's like 1.5 times more. Okay, okay. Undersea table map. Oh no, that's more than one. That's quite a few more than I remembered. Look at that. Maybe they laid a couple more. I guess the main one is to Perth. And I don't know what the blue lines are. A third-party fiber. Oh no, this is trying to... Okay, never mind. I think those are all cables. Oh, right, yeah. Immigrants, of course. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what proportion of it is. Let's say Australia immigrant population. It's about 31.5%. is 8.6 million people. That was June 2024. What about Canada? Canada it doesn't give me any numbers. I wonder if they're trying to hide something. 2021 was 23%, which is also 8.3, 8 point something million-ish people. But then ever since then, I'm sure it's been going up. And also recently too, I remember people on Reddit were not being very happy because it was they were increasing the quota or something. 19 to 20. Knicks Rome? In what context is that? Like too many deals of Knicks Rome, huh? I don't know what context would that be in. Like in terms of like sovereignty? I know Australia exports a lot of minerals, I believe it was. To China, I think. I think it's like the number one dollar bill. What do you even call it? Oh, I remember like a long time ago, I watched an Australian YouTuber go down like a shaft for like opal mining or something, and it's kind of scary. It's like just you and another dude up there working the winch, and then in the middle of absolute nowhere, surrounded by like another 100 of basically the same type of hole, same looking hole. So if your friend just leaves you there, there's no way anyone's finding you. Oh shit. All that for shiny rocks, of course. What is this? Why is there like a broken ass line there? Is that meant to be like this? Okay, whatever. It's probably not that important. This process is not efficient at all. But it's the only therapeutic part of art for me right now at this point in time, so I'm gonna take it. Even if it's not really worth the time. I mean, it is worth the time. It's not the best use of time. I guess it is the best use of time, if it's worth it. Because it can't get better than spending time on something that's worth spending on. So it is the best. Yeah. Crazy big landmass, loads of culture, freedom, self-sustainability, potential, great potential. GDP per capita, GPT per capita, surrounded by water, so it's more appealing. I see, just in like various aspects. Moishe. Sniper, good job, mate. Spy. Is that right? Similar process, huh? Thank you for the suggestion, Big Cat. I do know who that is. Wait a second. Let's brown my lines here. What am I trying to do? Why is this looking like that? I think I deleted some stuff because it's behind. Well, we can change the silhouette if we want to. I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it here for now. I'm not too worried about the process. It would seem like after 300 streams, the only thing we can really figure out is kind of like the more structural and the technical side of it. I think the bigger problem now is not knowing the direction of what I want. After all this time, I still haven't really figured out like what's that one style that I kind of like. So not having like a very fixed goalpost kind of really hurts. And I guess it's both a blessing and a curse, because you can't just copy people, right? You can't just find one dude and be like, yeah, I want to be like this dude, and just do that all day. We would be way further down the line by now if that were the case. And then the blessing would be that I guess we want to be something that hasn't really existed yet, I guess. That would, like, because otherwise I should have found something already. Because my bookmarks have like over 5,700 entries of various things. We must have seen like 3 or 4 or 5 times that number at least on Twitter and stuff and whatnot, and we still haven't found something that just be like, oh shit, that is it. I suppose that means there is room. Something unique yet? Yeah. Right, I see, blocking out fast. Yeah, fast would be nice, wouldn't it? But at the same time, I don't know if I want to be fast at this stage. Perhaps I want to slow down because I'm scared of what's about to come after. But yeah, if there's more things to learn, that is definitely good. I feel like I've always been able to kind of be able to copy styles decently well, which is how the channel got started from all the studies. But it just never feels like I'm going anywhere, because you're always copying someone else's stuff. And then if you take away that reference, it becomes impossible. I can't do anything. And then recently, it's been a little bit easier to do stuff without looking at reference. Not necessarily because it's a very established process or style that I want to get, but just because it's more of a... After trying to do some stuff by myself, it's just better compromising, better accepting that it's not gonna look very good. But hey, at least it didn't just copy someone else's stuff. Kind of vibe, it would seem. Hello, the virus. Yeah, I'm not trying to. Well, I mean, this time around we kind of got away with. I guess we just only took the. Oh my god, my pen is so squeaky because my tablet is not being very clean. But I guess we only took the pose this time. We took some colors. I mean, we're about to take the colors. But lines, I suppose. I mean, I did look for some stuff. Rendering, we haven't really gotten there yet, but rendering I intend to kind of copy a little bit. But I do intend to also take over at some point. The rendering, I think, after these ones, right? These ones here, felt a little bit more comfortable. We're looking at these now, I don't really necessarily like the texture as much. But at the same time, I recognize that it's also kind of okay. I'm not gonna cringe over it, you know. Might want to try something different, but it's alright. It's alright, mate. I just need a little bit at the bottom here. Do I want to grab the siphon here? I think it should be visible. Just don't want to confuse people too much. Yes. Yeah, that is kind of the plan of the whole setup here. But the weird thing is that, like, after looking at people's art for so long, well, to be fair, you know, it's just a lack of practice, right? It's a lack of practice. If every time I found something I like, for example, like I see this tummy, I'm like, oh shit, look at the rendering, it's so good. Look at the shapes, it's so good. Look at the colors, it's so good. I practice until it's internalized completely, and then I move on. Then I'm sure by now I should be able to have a good amount of sort of visual library and a good amount of experience to draw from and mix and match and find something. That would be one way to work. The other way that I'm trying to do right now is be a little bit lazy, in that, you know, if I have enough similar stuff grouped together, I can maybe just spot that one thing and then just go for that one thing instead of having to practice a bunch of stuff that presumably I don't necessarily 100% like down the line. This one's really good, by the way. I bookmarked this in the past because of how expressive the features are, but also because of the proportion of the face. Kind of has like the vibe for Faye that I would like. Maybe mostly in design though, like, not necessarily so much the smugness. I don't know if she'll be that smug, but also I'll make the face a bit longer vertically. Anyways, there's a sidetrack, but we need to yeah, no, like I appreciate the suggestion, DTB. We have kind of done that. I've kind of done that. And the problem then is that like it becomes really bloated because once I start to imagine, it means something a little bit more sort of emotionally involved, because otherwise I won't really be able to imagine anything that I want to draw. But once I get really emotionally invested, it becomes a curse basically, because it becomes impossible to move forward effectively, because every other step I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't really like this for XYZ reasons, let me try and make it better. It never gets better. It gets worse, and then it's just a huge mess. So which is why we're back here again, because I keep bouncing between like doing studies, quote unquote studies, but like heavily referenced stuff versus original stuff. It would be nice if we can just do original stuff, but then it seems like I don't have enough of a consistent skill and render and process to be a little bit more competent. Every time if I start doing original stuff, I get really bogged down by some other thing that's more technically related, and then I get stuck. It's yeah, I don't know, man. Like, cause art, if I just did art, maybe it would have been easier. But like being bogged down by work, by some other stuff, all of a sudden you just kind of lose that ability to maintain this sort of vision, and all of a sudden you don't want to do it anymore. If you keep doing it, you end up sort of corrupting that original vision as well. It's all kind of a little bit weird and tricky, like a baby chicken. Ryan Gosling to it. I would just Ryan Gosling to my own character, I think. It's fine. Since Ryan sketched via hollow back with a complex brush. I think we can still do that. The limit of that was that it was just not colored, but otherwise it was pretty good. I wonder how it would look like with colors. My instinct is saying it's probably not going to look very good, because it only looks good with dark enough colors so that the texture kind of works, because the texture is having poking a lot of holes with white color in it. If it were colored, it would look a little bit too faint, I think. But anyways, it's interesting, I think. Down the line. I still have the brush preserved here. We can go back to it. I'm sure that's the one thing that I'm confident I can bring up anytime I want. Because when I was drawing that, it's a lot of autopilot on the strokes itself. So that's nice. At least I know I have that, I suppose. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. I was wondering why it's so faint. You never get attached to baby chickens because mortality rate is so high. I think I would probably get attached. You have to get attached multiple times first and witness many deaths to the point where you get a little bit more numb and prepared for it. Baby chicken. La 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 la. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell. Ooh, mama, sit down now, you're ringing the bell. And I always forget the next two lines. Isn't there a new Ryan Gosling movie, Project Hail Mary? Oh, I just realized I'm missing some of the hairs that goes over her body. How do I do this? I need to drop out the colors real quick. And I need to find the layer that has it. I don't know where it is. Right here. Do I want it though? Do I want it to go across the tie like this? It's always a bit of a conflict. If it feels like you should show everything, but at the same time, having a little bit of sort of obfuscation here might, you know, contradictorily, might actually draw more attention to it and put more emphasis on it. Is this ready to merge? I think this is. This is a merge commit. Okay, merge commit. Oh. I've never interacted with chickens, by the way. I just heard that they kind of shit everywhere. Is my only understanding of chickens. They just shit everywhere. Just rough and messy, but I expect it to turn out good. Yeah, the without turning out good part is man, it's so hard, man. Like learning to compromise. Actually, recently, all this, by the way, right now, the original purpose of all the stuff was to learn to compromise. I have it written down as the main purpose of it, but here we are. Here we are. What did I say? We're gonna be back here very soon. Here we are. Do I want it there? I mean, I can always just do it later. Also, I can just do it now and just keep it on a separate layer. That's also fine. Yeah, we can always just bring it back. I'm just gonna have the layer here, so I know there's an idea that I can potentially go for. The last thing would be just the block in here, and also this part looks really weird. This looks very awkward. Very awkward indeed. I don't know what to do with it though. I know why it's awkward. Okay. What is this? Okay, I can just delete this. Okay, that's fine. Just do that. That looks stupid. What time is it? Oh, it's already 12:30. Tomorrow I would have to go over the plan for Saturday for a one-on-one. I kind of have to go find it and figure out what the I am gonna have to read through the messages that I've sent her and everything, blah blah blah, so that I'm back on the same page. Think about the recent progress or lack of progress, you know, and then see how we want to how like maybe readjust the plan or the communication. Well, actually, those things are not really up to me anymore because the lesson plan and whatnot is created by her and it will be fixed. But I can change the way I communicate ideas and the ideas that I do communicate, so we can get more out of the same thing. I should have prefaced by saying that so Saturday is the one-on-one with Pyotegu, POTG, which is an artist that does pretty much kind of like a single character, try to tell a story of a single character with a single piece of art, right? Not like a manga, not like Arknight splash art trying to be super technical and impressive. Just colors, mood, and storytelling composition. I suppose it is mandatory that I should send a link just because I'm talking about her right now. Let's take this out, apply. Oh, I shouldn't have done it on this page because it's gonna give me this junk. Very laggy. Let's do POTG. It doesn't work like that. No, I misspelled it. No, it still doesn't work like that. I need the filter properly. Still getting used to this keyboard, by the way. So yeah, he does art like this, and I'm gonna send a link just because we're talking about her. The more I'm gonna come back to this and think it's actually pretty good. Perhaps. I think it's pretty good now, actually. I really like the face. I was kind of on the fence about the face the whole time. So today I came in and I changed the face to something else. It's kind of hard to see still. I changed it to this compared to the original, which was a little bit more, well, what we have right now. And then later on I decided that that wasn't so good anyways. But I kind of took the best of both worlds. Because I took the contours and some of the other stuff from the newer sketch. Sorry, I lost all my shit. Alright, where is it? Sorry, what is this? Oh. I should start naming the layers again. Where's my rough, actually? Oh, it's here. Then what's all this? Are these all not roughs? Okay, they all go in now. Don't need them anymore. Clean up, clean up. I also don't know where she's standing, by the way. If the background's like the entire ocean, I don't know. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's probably. Oh, it's above 100 because it has all the other sketches and stuff. For this one specific one, at least the useful layers right now, we only have like the lines, one set of lines for each part. And then like background, ocean, and her right now. That's kind of it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But of course, none of the other layers are named either. Main color blocking would actually be, oh, this would be the hair color. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily the coder mentality. It's the layering concept was born out of what's that called? A fear of failing. Because the more layers you have, the easier it is for you to recover things, right? So I just didn't want to be forced into a position where I have to redraw certain things, because I was really afraid of redrawing things in the past. Because you never get the same thing again, usually. And I hated that. Actually, is that even relevant? What am I talking about? This line here looks really badly balanced. This one strand of hair on the outside. I'm gonna leave it. Where did my hair go, bro? What? Alright, I fucked the layers up again. Oh, I know why. It's because of this. It's because I was trying to okay, let me disable mask. No, let me fix this mask. Wrong layer. I was trying to preserve some lines, but I see now that there is no point. What is this even doing? Oh, you guys at the bottom. That's why. That's why I'm missing lines, because of this. Okay. There's really no need for me to do this. Some cost fallacy though. That would explain why it looks so weird just now, because of this. Right. Anything else? What else are you doing? That part looks fine. That's fine. And then it's just this side here. Okay. It is what it is. Don't have to touch it anymore, so I'm gonna leave it. Lock it. Purple, purple. I need to tune purple. Purple will be basically blue at this point. Desaturated blue. That's a little bit too blue, I think. Probably somewhere here. The next most important will be the skin, or block the skin out. You love redrawing things? Drop layers like 1 or 2 layers, yeah. Next meme. Hi. Why is there like a gap here? Didn't I do this? Is this still this guy being the issue? It is. God damn it. Oh, I see. What a dilemma. I should have just applied it. I'm gonna erase it this time then. I need to give Faye like a furry form one day. Oh, squeaky pen. She gets a furry form, and then I don't know if it will necessarily be a mascot, but I can commission someone to make a stuffed animal plushie out of her. But it'd be really weird because her original concept is that she would be a quadruped. Oh my god, fucking go word. Her base would actually be, oh my god, a canine base, because you know how her hands and feet are kind of dark? It's actually based off of like foxes having like that really dark coloration near the tip of the limbs. So it wouldn't be a shark. She wouldn't be a tube. She would have legs. Legos. Oh. Of course, the TB. You can draw her however you like. You don't have to draw her with all these features if you don't want to. I guess it wouldn't be her if you don't, but comes out with Eno? Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh my god, it's so squeaky. Holy shit. I don't know if it's getting the mic. I hope it's not getting in the mic. Oh, I need to lock my selection. I forgot. Oh man. Not reaching my. Oh yes, thank you. Dang, I gotta start creating already. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm kind of lost too. Because I'm thinking like even if I have like a bajillion dollars right now and I just stop everything else and just only do this, it's still gonna take a while. And that is not the case right now, right? So like, am I ever gonna get this thing done? What is getting it done? Like, all these questions with no answers. Which is what people claim to be the beauty of life. Of course, you can figure shit out. Some things you just want the answer to, you know. You can figure other shit out. Some things you just need the answer to. Australian politics, yes. Gambling lobby is one of the biggest lobbies. Rookie question. I don't really get what lobby means. I think it just means that like, they're trying to like get favors or something. Like they, but I don't know what exactly lobbying means. Does it mean sending a letter to the parliament, to like the governor, or like whatever kind of ruling body you have for that region or something? Is that what lobbying means, or does it mean like you have to, I don't know, go to their office's lobby and talk to people? I don't know what it means yet. I'm so uninvolved with politics because I feel like it's just a huge mess. I understand that this is how people lose rights by not fighting and being actively participating. But I also feel like being able to enjoy not being involved is one of the greatest luxuries that you can have in life. There's a true state of being done with art. Yeah. There is no true state of being done with art, but I think project-wise, you know, that's like a proper ending to a story, so to speak. I think that's the part. But even as of right now, I don't even know what story is meant to tell here. Meant to be told. That I would like to tell. If I tell the story as is, I suppose it is possible. It would just be very gory. It wouldn't be very stream friendly. Be a very graphic piece of work. Sorry, I don't mean to use you as Google, DTB. But thank you. It's a personal party. Push the ideas. So it's just paying them to be like, hey, can you do this thing for me? Isn't that just the B word? Sure. Well, I mean, strictly speaking, we're not supposed to talk about politics. Per my own rules. Just because of the tendency of things going south. Not that it has ever happened before. I mean, it did. Like, there was a one time one dude came on and being very aggressive about my rules being hate speech, for example, apparently. Because I said no politics. It's just construed as hate speech. Which is very interesting. Oops. Politicos. Politics, huh? Check. Skin color is checked. Yeah, her hand would be pretty dark, but that is cost of doing business. It's fine. It's alright, mate. It's alright. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. You what, mate? Let me see. If the Pasalari one, pretty much is where secret society came in like many years ago. Freemasons push out underground agendas through lobbying and money moving. Not sure if it's legal. I think you need to make a very formal legal agreement to follow through. Yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, it just sounds like they're getting bribed or blackmailed into doing certain things for money. Which sounds exactly like the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing, which is meant to be acting in public interest and doing what they think needs to be done. Not wait for money to come in. I don't really get it. Yeah, isn't like the government supposed to be paid by the taxes a fixed amount so that they can do things, and then stuff like this just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Isn't there only corruption in this with this? I don't get it. That's why I work a 9 to 5. I think I need a like maybe one more line to balance out this crotch here. Just like the faux for the fabric. Oh, maybe I shouldn't just. I should just paint it in. Actually, this probably shouldn't be here. Having it here now is pretty good because then it won't forget. But I think I need to remove it later. Forced to take deal considering instead of be no like but like the whole mechanism of this is like, hey, I pay you money, act in like, you know, in my interest. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like that, it doesn't feel like there's any reason for this to exist. Like the only thing that can be born out of it, from my understanding right now, is just corruption. Because if there were a real issue, it shouldn't be like pay money, do this. It should just be like, hey, we kind of have this thing, would you take it under consideration? It's like your job to. And then like whether if they act on it or what they do after that is just like something separate. I need the tail, it should be below. Yes sir, yes sir. And also along with the ears, the darker colors. It should be this guy but desaturated and darker, and then I'm gonna push blue maybe? Maybe here. Gonna have to fix all the colors down. This is way too dark, I think, for my setup. Nope, skin is bleeding. Australia was Rome, we wouldn't have this problem because we would have authoritarian and power. Alongside the monarchy, there'll be no need for bribery, right? Because it's absolute corruption. Maybe you think of it as a business deal, like how you buy. Oh, it's so true. The lobbyists buy laws of theirs. Yeah, this makes no sense, bro. So it's like a rich people who get everything set up, right? I know that's how the world works, but that's just like the opposite of how it's supposed to be. Which I think is very interesting. Like it's just like right there, right? It's just like I guess everyone has always known and has always been able to see it, but just like poor people can't do anything about it. Oh man. Oh man. Redefine. Then I'll see it different. What? Hello, Abajangus. Yeah, I don't know why I switched to Lasso 2, by the way. I think I got tired of the blocking process. Because this is way faster. It's a lot more precise and therefore way faster. And also the lines, I drew the lines, right? So the curves are exactly what I'm used to drawing. So again, way faster. I'm not trying to use a square brush to do round edges, which is kind of a pain in the ass, to admit. I just really like the brush. I just really like the stock. I mean, the company. Just really like it. I'm not waiting for a short squeeze or a pump and dump or anything like that. You know, absolutely not. That is not what I'm about. It's alright. I mean, he's allowed to not like the Lasso too. Pretty good. Is the man who loves his life and family really poor even though his bank account only has 5 figures? I mean, in this context, yes, because he doesn't get to affect the politics because he doesn't have enough money to lobby, right? That's the issue with the lobbying system. Like a dollar bill, people get to dictate the laws. So the dollar bill people can make the guy very unhappy by making healthcare very expensive and whatnot. And then maybe he will lose his wife and kids as a result. Unaffordable healthcare. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. We're rich. We're rich. Mushroom. 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 We're rich. Any go that. Didn't clean it up that much, but I'll probably the other one's family. I don't think so though. I think politics laws affect everyone, right? If you can effectively change laws with money by lobbying, then it's an unjust world because rich people can dictate what everyone else does. Which is exactly the current state of the world, I imagine. I mean, he will cause reform, sure, but like that's only after losing everything he loves, right? He has nothing left to lose. That's why people go extreme and revolutions happen. That is not a good system. Like if your system requires the thing to be torn down every so once in a while, that cannot be construed as a good system, can it? Also, this setup, oh my god, this is way too long and not round enough. I feel like this needs to be a little bit here. Yeah, we do need to balance it out. I'm gonna fix that right now. Going. Why is that other part on a different? What is it? That's part of hair. Ah, I probably screwed that up. Congratulations. Oh no, it's always on the. Oh. Okay then. Well then. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Yeah. It's poo poo. It is how it works, indeed. It is how this world works. Dollar bills. No, I'm not saying the poor comment is purely with respect to the whole lobbying system. Like, in my mind, we've only been talking about the system for lobbying. Of course, like, if you can define wealthy to be whatever you want it to be, right? I can define the fact that I am able to spend time right now here, talking to you guys over the internet, literally with you on the other side of the world, as being really wealthy, because a good number of people cannot do this. And that's fine, right? I can define it to be whatever I want it to be. Let me see. Give me a second here. This is not really good. I want one more check here. Do I want one more check here? Sure, why not? I don't really know what the structure is, by the way. Because, like, on the underside, you should see two sides. Given that it's like a hood kind of thing, like a one back part and then like a front part, and then they kind of join up, and then on the inside it's like the actual year thing. But I'm just too lazy. This what I have to do, I think. Let's grab this. Yeah, I think it's kind of you could. Anyone can do anything though. It's not gonna be effective. And because yeah, the system inherently is talking about the financial power is it's just inherently flawed, I think. I think the fact that anyone can do it doesn't really redeem it at all. But I suppose you could argue that if there's enough need for a change, enough people can come together and do something. But that's still not a valid. That still doesn't redeem it, because one person can have enough power that trumps over millions. So, give me my colors. I'm just gonna pick for now. I'm gonna have to tune it everything manually later. That's very blue. That's a lot bluer than I expected. Maybe I should use this part. Because her hair is naturally purple and not maroon. I think this will stay the way it is. And then the darker stuff I need to push up and into blue, I think. That's what I need to do. Wrong way. This way? Yeah, this way is fine. Maybe a bit aggressive. And then I need this blue here for this, and then we're ready to push in the orange, which I remember is like right here at the tip with orange. Yoink. And then once the color blocking begins, we're pretty much done, I think. Once the shapes go in, it's just a little bit of refinement and then some gradients here and there, I suppose. I feel like we want to be a little bit more orangey though. Go on EXP from chatting. Wow, look at that. It's so half-assed, like that feature, because it just gives you EXP. You can't really do anything about it. You can't really use it for anything. It resets every time. It just seems very half-assed. I think there's more they could have done with that. Surely there's something more. Colors are not very good right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to reference the thing. I'm not even looking at the thing right now. So things are not great. Just want to get a rough idea of what things are supposed to be here. This color is kind of aggressive, this blue. Vibes don't match up at this point. But if we have the base shapes, just need some gradients, then we can win. Sorry, I stopped looking at chat because I got distracted. Oh man, this reminds me of like the thing we were talking about for the server. For the record, Mini as the currency's name is not under consideration. Just for the record. But yes, yeah, one set of points for the score, one set for the streak, and one set for spendable currency. Hello, Devay. Oh shit, it's 1 AM. I should probably go, actually. This has been very enjoyable. Talking to you and everyone else, of course, CTV. Need to sort this out in Tomorrowland. One day. Hello, Shin. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? How's it going? It's going. Oh yeah, shit, no, hang on. I got something for you. I don't know, I don't think this is AI. Maybe, oh no, it is AI, but like, it is, it's like some absolute fire version of like Maple Story music. It got rendered into, I don't know what nonsense this is, but very good music. And before I get cancelled. It's all good. It's part of the it's all part of the creator life cycle. Get cancelled. Hello, Yugami. Well, is everyone here all of a sudden? Colors are not very good at all. It's not very good at all, indeed. It's very bland compared to the original. The original has way more colors. So we have to work on that. We need gradients as well. We need variations. We need subsurface scattering, right? Yeah, that's big. That's very big. And then we need more clouds and shit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Igami, it's alright. It takes a long time for structural change, I would say. Not that being here is really gonna necessarily help you achieve that. But I guess it does show that you're thinking about it and you want to work on it. There's a big difference. Big stab already. colors are weird, bro. Oh, take me home, country road. Yeah, I do have to go though. There is work tomorrow. I say as I continue drawing. That is unfortunate. I'm sure you can find something else that would suit your use case, ATV. I say as I have zero idea. Irresponsible comments. Yeah, maybe the issue... I used an orange light on the body because I wanted that to be more color, but I think the issue is that I'm not supposed to do it for the main color. I think I should use the subsurface scattering for the actual colors. That would then bring out the vibrance of the orange. Okay, not like that, but something like this, right? Where you kind of fade it in this way. This is the way the colors come in, I guess. The high contrast is very tricky. The blue is very tricky. The shadow being this blue, I feel like the skin isn't colorful enough. It isn't blue enough. Not just colorful. It's just not blue enough. It feels like it's... It's so cold, bro. Maybe I should just tone down the blue a little bit. I suppose because there's more skin in the light, that's why it shouldn't be this blue now, because there's more bounce light hitting the thing in the first place. So less blue and more skin color, whatever that is. Where is it? Yeah, maybe that's why. That's what the problem is. I just desaturate this and it should be fine then. And then the blue can come somewhere else, maybe? From the hair, perhaps? From the hair, mayhaps? Surely we can work something out. Like that. And then this part, I want maybe something more maroon. No, it's too much. Too saturated. But it's not really her hair color though. Her hair is very much on this side. I think it's actually the lighting being the problem. This is a little bit too red. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I should really hop off. I will... Yeah, tomorrow I want to go over the talking points for Saturday. But otherwise, we'll continue doing this anyways. Yeah, that would be all for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, DTB. Thank you, everyone else as well. Have a good night, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.